Item: SCP-1317. Code name: Factory Makeup. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: all known instances of SCP-1317 are to be housed in Vault 13 of Site-77's Safe SCP Wing. Each unit is to be inspected on a rotational basis to prevent any chemical corrosion of their containers. A small subset of the SCP-1317 substance is to be set aside for allocated testing purposes. Following a containment breach of multiple SCP-1317 instances initiated by SCP-703, all testing instances are to remain outside of SCP-703's area of effect. In the event of the discovery of any additional instances of SCP-1317, they are to be catalogued and their point of origin sought out. Description: SCP-1317 is a collection of vintage cosmetics, manufactured sometime in 1942. Individual tins of SCP-1317 weigh approximately 0.5 kilograms. The individual containers of SCP-1317 are brown, with the makeup itself being a shade of beige. The words "The Factory" have been embossed onto the bottom of each instance of SCP-1317. When SCP-1317 comes into contact with living animal tissue, it will begin to integrate itself into the tissue. Continuous application of SCP-1317 will lead to the affected tissues being completely replaced by SCP-1317. In addition, SCP-1317 will replicate the biological function of all tissues it replaces. Any existing imperfections or blemishes on the skin will be removed. Adding dyes can change the skin tone, and it is possible to mold and adjust the SCP-1317 in a manner similar to clay without causing harm. If the user does not continue to apply SCP-1317, the affected tissue will lose its cohesion over the next 5 weeks, which leads to the user experiencing potentially fatal trauma. SCP-1317 was discovered in 1943, when an unusually high number of persons with critical skin conditions were reported from several U.S. cities. Interviews with victims revealed that they had obtained SCP-1317 via an advertisement in local newspapers to market test new makeup products. Following the address provided by the advertiser led to a warehouse containing over instances of SCP-1317. However, shortly after this warehouse was discovered, instances of SCP-1317 began appearing in pharmacies and newspaper advertisements in the United States, Canada, Britain, Italy, Russia, France and Germany. One between 1943 and 1946. An estimated additional instances of SCP-1317 were recovered from these regions. Addendum 1317-A. As of May 1946, SCP-1317 ceased appearing in these areas. It is still unknown where these additional instances of SCP-1317 were produced, or how they were transported and stocked at these locations. Footnotes 1. Including territories occupied or controlled by Germany.